Princess Charlotte is really coming into her personality. The 7-year-old royal attended the Commonwealth Games with the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, and she shines in the spotlight.
For years, people have wondered what Princess Charlotte truly thinks about life inside the royal family. Rumors continued to grow, but nothing was ever confirmed. That changed recently when the young princess opened up about things few people knew nothing about. They included details about herself, the royal household, and much more. Her honesty was so unexpected that many were shocked by the revelation. What did she say, and why did she choose this moment to finally speak? Join us as we explore the truth behind this imagined royal moment. Princess Charlotte revelation. In the world of royals, every single member carries weight, even the word of the youngest ones. And now, Princess Charlotte has given us a rare peek into how she sees her future. According to reports, she has revealed two important things about herself, and they paint a picture of who she might become. Stay with us as we explore these two surprising but telling revelations. The first revelation came when the young princess was asked about her favorite activity, and she simply answered that she loved to swim. While she hasn't made big public speeches, several sources and observers have noted that she looked genuinely excited at swimming events. For instance, when Princess Charlotte attended the Commonwealth Games Aquatic Center with her parents, she watched swim races with a bright smile, clearly enjoying every moment. Swimming seems to be more than just a pastime for Charlotte. It reflects part of her playful, active, and curious nature, qualities often encouraged by her sporty family. Her mother, Catherine, has shared how much she herself enjoys cold swimming, joking that the colder, the better. These water moments hint at a family connection to swimming and show that Charlotte is growing up in an environment where being active is part of daily life. But the second revelation, and perhaps the more meaningful one, is what really surprises people. According to a report, Charlotte has told her parents she wants to be a nurse when she grows up. This isn't just a passing idea. Some people in the royal house describe her as a caring little girl who also knows what she wants. In turn, her parents, Prince William and Princess Catherine, were said to be deeply proud of her. Now, what has really influenced Princess Charlotte's reported decision is how her parents acted during the COVID-19 pandemic. You see, during the pandemic, Prince William and Princess Catherine made it a point to teach their children about the sacrifices made by NHS staff. In a video call with nurses and doctors at Homerton University Hospital, William said that he and Kate talked to their children every day. By doing so, he was making sure the children understand all of the sacrifices that all of you are making.
You're all in my thoughts, and Catherine and I and all the children talk about all of you guys every day. So we're making sure the children understand the sacrifices that all of you are making.
He thanked them for their sleepless nights, the lack of sleep, the anxiety, the exhaustion, and told his children how much the NHS workers meant to the family. Ever since then, Charlotte has also shown signs of genuine admiration and empathy toward healthcare work. Her parents' daily conversations about the NHS appear to have made a deep impression on her, and she seems to have internalized the message that helping others is not just admirable, but a real vocation. But this development has raised concern among some royal watchers. Many fear that if Charlotte pursues this dream, she might not become a working royal in the traditional sense. The worry is that by choosing a demanding, hands-on profession like nursing, she might step away from or reduce her ceremonial duties. To some, a nursing career could make her less available for state functions or engagements, a departure from what society usually expects of someone of her royal rank. Still, Charlotte would not be the first royal to balance or even choose a professional role outside the typical duties of royalty. In fact, there have been several royals who embraced health-oriented service or non-traditional careers. Take Princess Helena, daughter of Queen Victoria. In the late 1880s, she became deeply involved with nursing, a field that was only beginning to gain recognition as a professional vocation. During the Franco-Prussian War, Princess Helena helped found and lead the Ladies' Committee, of the British Red Cross, coordinating support for wounded soldiers and their families. Her work went far beyond ceremonial appearances. She fought tirelessly for the education and formal registration of nurses. Pushing to make nursing a respected and organized profession, Helena's efforts reflected a belief that royal influence could be used to create real, lasting change, not just prestige. Then there is Queen Alexandra, for whom the Army Nursing Service was named. In 1902, she took on the role of president of what later became Queen Alexandra's Imperial Military Nursing Service. Under her leadership, thousands of nurses were trained and deployed to care for soldiers in conflict zones. Over time, this organization evolved into the Queen Alexandra's Royal Army Nursing Corps, which remains active to this day. Alexandra's dedication elevated nursing into a vital and respected military profession, showing that royals could directly support the well-being of others through structured, meaningful service. Her example demonstrated that influence and action could go hand in hand, making a tangible difference in people's lives. Even in modern times, hands-on service continues to be a feature of royal life. Princess Eugenie, for example, volunteered during the COVID-19 pandemic, taking an active role in supporting NHS staff. She packed care packages, helped raise awareness for the challenges faced by frontline workers, and used her position to highlight the sacrifices of medical staff during an unprecedented health crisis. Eugenie's work made it clear that royal involvement in healthcare doesn't need to be symbolic or ceremonial. It can be practical, personal, and deeply meaningful. And stepping out from the medical line, even Charlotte's uncle, Prince Harry, has made waves in the realm of service and care. During his time in the military, Harry served in combat zones, but he also focused on supporting wounded veterans. He co-founded Sentebale, a charity helping children affected by HIV in southern Africa, and has consistently highlighted mental health and well-being initiatives for both military personnel and the public. Through these efforts, he showed that serving others doesn't have to be confined to ceremonial roles. It can be hands-on, challenging, and deeply impactful. His work demonstrates that compassion, courage, and a willingness to step into difficult situations can define royal service just as much as official appearances. Now, looking at all of these examples, Princess Helena, Queen Alexandra, Princess Eugenie, and Prince Harry, one clear feature that is seen in them is the level of empathy, responsibility, and determination they have shown. These qualities are what help them make meaningful contributions to society while carrying the weight of their royal positions. So now the question is this: if Charlotte truly pursues her goal of becoming a nurse, she will need to possess the same qualities: empathy, commitment, and determination. How she walks this path, balancing personal ambition with royal expectation, will be closely watched in the years to come. Will she follow the examples set by her ancestors and relatives and transform her childhood dream into a real vocation that blends service with royal life? Keep watching as we dive deeper into this. Who is Princess Catherine? To understand whether Princess Charlotte might achieve her dream of becoming a nurse while fulfilling her royal duties, it helps to look closely at who she is. Born on May 2, 2015, at St. Mary's Hospital in London, Charlotte Elizabeth Diana made history in a quiet but meaningful way. She became the first British princess who would not be overtaken by a younger brother in the line of succession. This happened because of a law passed in 2013, the Succession to the Crown Act, which ended the centuries-old rule that automatically gave preference to male heirs. Before this law, if a boy was born after a girl, he would automatically move ahead of her in the royal line, no matter their ages. Charlotte's birth was the first time this new rule was applied, signaling a modern shift toward fairness and gender equality within the monarchy. Even as a newborn, she represented a subtle but important change in royal history, one that reflected broader societal shifts in the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth. As she grew older, Charlotte's influence began to emerge in ways few could have predicted. The media soon coined the term the Charlotte effect to describe the extraordinary popularity her fashion choices sparked. Every time she appeared publicly, the items she wore sold out almost immediately. This began with Princess Charlotte's first official portrait in 2015, when she wore a simple knitted cardigan by the Spanish brand Irulea. The photo went viral, and within hours, the garment sold out. Charlotte's influence continued in 2018. On her first day of nursery school, when she wore a red coat by Amaya Kids paired with a pink scarf, items that quickly became global bestsellers. Even in 2023, during an Easter service, her blue floral dress became the most searched-for children's outfit online that week, prompting retailers to produce similar designs that sold out immediately. This influence is partly inherited from her mother, Princess Catherine, whose style has shaped global fashion trends for years. Catherine is known for her timeless, elegant, and approachable fashion sense, and she has passed these qualities on to Charlotte. This has made the young princess one of the youngest style icons in the world, admired not just for her royal status, but also for her taste and charisma. Charlotte's fashion influence carries significant economic weight as well. Experts estimate that Princess Charlotte's overall impact on the British economy could be over €4 billion, encompassing the sales of clothing, accessories, and related children's items inspired by her public appearances. To put this in perspective, her older brother George's estimated economic influence is around €2 billion, while her younger brother Louis's is about €1 billion. These figures highlight just how powerful Charlotte's presence has become, showing that a child's image, carefully presented and widely shared, can have a remarkable economic impact. Each photograph of Charlotte circulating online not only boosts small businesses, but also increases brand recognition and promotes British products worldwide. Beyond her influence in fashion and commerce, Charlotte's personality and upbringing are equally noteworthy. She is growing up in a family deeply committed to empathy, service, and understanding the world beyond the palace walls. From a young age, she has accompanied her parents, Prince William and Princess Catherine, to charity events, hospital visits, and community projects. These experiences are designed not only to introduce the royal children to public life, but also to instill a genuine understanding of others' needs, lessons that are essential for any future service-oriented career. One notable example came during a visit to a children's hospital in London, where Charlotte, alongside her parents and brother George, spent time with young patients. Observers noted that while George played and interacted enthusiastically, Charlotte moved quietly among the children, offering comfort and asking gentle questions. She appeared particularly attentive to younger patients who seemed anxious or shy, offering her hand or small gestures of reassurance. This early exposure to people in vulnerable situations illustrates how she is learning empathy through direct experience rather than just observation. But it did not end at that moment. Another moment that portrayed her empathy came during the memorial service for her great-grandfather, Prince Philip, at Westminster Abbey. While most of the adults were solemn and composed, Charlotte locked eyes with her cousin Princess Beatrice, who was visibly emotional. Body language experts noted that Charlotte seemed to silently check on Beatrice, prompting a warm, reassuring smile in return. On that same day, she also exchanged a tender look with Mia Tyndall, another young member of the royal family. After the service, these moments, small but deeply human, show Charlotte's kindness and awareness, even in formal, highly charged settings. Charlotte has also shown care and attentiveness toward her younger brother, Prince Louis. During public appearances, she is often seen holding his hand, guiding him through crowds, or helping him adjust his clothing or hat. At the 2022 Trooping the Color ceremony, for example, while the focus was on the main parade, cameras caught Charlotte softly guiding Louis along the steps and encouraging him to smile for the cameras. Small gestures like these highlight her natural sense of responsibility and protection for her siblings, demonstrating empathy in practical, everyday ways. And even beyond those tender family moments, Charlotte has shown empathy in surprising and powerful ways. At one of her mother, Princess Catherine's Back to Nature garden projects for the Chelsea Flower Show, Charlotte was seen exploring the garden alongside her siblings. She walked barefoot, collected natural materials like moss, leaves, and pine cones, and showed delight in the outdoor setting. While she wasn't formally interacting with other children, her curiosity, attentiveness, and joy in participating in the garden's activities highlighted her natural engagement with her surroundings and reflected a hands-on approach to learning and discovery. And here comes a truly magical moment, one that gives a glimpse into how Charlotte connects with role models and history itself. Don't go anywhere. During a royal procession, she spotted Captain Elizabeth Lizzie Godwin, the first female officer in the Life Guards. Captain Godwin, riding on horseback, attracted Charlotte's attention as she leaned out of the royal carriage and waved excitedly. Godwin later described the interaction as magical, admitting that seeing Charlotte wave with such joy gave her goosebumps. She spoke of how the young princess's grin and enthusiasm stayed in her mind long after the event. This moment was more than a cute encounter. It showed Charlotte's awareness and admiration for trailblazing figures in public service. Captain Godwin, a pioneering woman in a traditionally male regiment, represents dedication, courage, and breaking barriers. For Charlotte to offer her warm, unreserved wave wasn't just royal courtesy, it was recognition. In that instant, a young princess acknowledged a woman who broke new ground, a small but meaningful act that carries the weight of inspiration. This little moment may have seemed simple, but for Charlotte, it may mark something deeper. Seeing a strong, committed woman serving in uniform might subtly shape how she sees her own future. If her reported dream of becoming a nurse comes to pass, this interaction with Captain Godwin could become a quiet but powerful part of her story, a reminder that service is both honorable and attainable. By showing empathy toward her family and recognizing the achievements of others, Charlotte is building not just a public image, but a foundation of character. Her kindness, curiosity, and respect for people who serve are already shaping her into someone who might someday combine royal duty with meaningful, hands-on contribution. But she's not doing it on her own. In fact, it might surprise you to know that her parents are the driving force behind this remarkable achievement. So how do William and Catherine manage to guide their 3 children so effectively? Stay with us to find out how Catherine and William are guiding their children. Prince William and Princess Catherine have always said that their primary goal as parents is to give their children a loving, steady home, while also preparing them for the lives they will one day lead. They understand that Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis will each follow very different paths. But William and Catherine want all 3 to grow up kind, grounded, and deeply aware of the world around them. For George, the eldest, this balance is especially delicate. As second in line to the throne, he carries future royal responsibilities. But his parents don't want him to be burdened by that role. Instead, they are gently helping him understand what his place might mean, not as a duty he must dread, but as an opportunity to help others. To support that, they chose a school environment that feels stable and calming. Lambrook School near Windsor, where all 3 children study together. This shared school life helps George, Charlotte, and Louis stay close, live a familiar routine, and feel the support of their siblings. In 2022, William and Catherine moved their family from London to Adelaide Cottage in the grounds of Windsor, a decision that gave them more privacy and a sense of normalcy compared to busy Kensington Palace. To William and Catherine, that move wasn't just about changing homes, it was about building a safe and nurturing base for their children. One of the things that truly sets their parenting apart is how they manage their children's access to technology. William and Catherine are reportedly strict about smartphones. They believe their kids are too young to be glued to screens. Instead, they encourage outdoor play, reading, imaginative play, and face-to-face conversation. Catherine, drawing on her work and understanding of early childhood development, has often said that young children need real human connection more than anything else. William echoes this sentiment. He's said that too much online exposure risks disconnecting kids from reality. Looking ahead, William and Catherine are focused not only on their children's education, but also on fostering a strong family foundation through everyday involvement. They make it a priority to take their children to school every day, ensuring that George, Charlotte, and Louis feel supported in their learning environment. Family dinners are another cornerstone of their routine, a time when the children can share their experiences, ask questions, and enjoy unhurried conversations with their parents. By emphasizing these shared moments, William and Catherine aim to help their children grow with independence while remaining deeply rooted in family life. For them, it's about creating a household where curiosity, responsibility, and empathy are nurtured alongside personal growth. For Princess Charlotte, her parents are instilling values that go far beyond royal titles or public appearances. From the beginning, William and Catherine have focused on teaching her that her worth is not defined by her rank in the line of succession or by being the reserved one. Instead, Charlotte is growing up with a clear understanding that she matters for who she is, her personality, her curiosity, and her capacity for kindness. This approach is grounded in Catherine's dedication to early childhood development, emphasizing emotional bonds, open communication, and confidence building. Charlotte's upbringing is filled with specific experiences designed to nurture empathy and emotional intelligence. Kate has stressed the importance of expressing feelings, explaining to Charlotte that it's normal to feel worried, upset, or frustrated, and that sharing these emotions is a healthy way to cope. At home, Charlotte benefits from a calm and supportive environment where mistakes are addressed through gentle discussion rather than punishment, often using a chat sofa to work through problems. Her parents also prioritize normalizing experiences, allowing Charlotte to interact with the world beyond the palace. She participates in charity garden events, school visits, and creative activities where she is encouraged to ask questions, listen, and engage directly with others. These hands-on experiences teach her empathy and responsibility in real-life contexts, rather than through symbolic gestures alone. Importantly, Princess Charlotte is encouraged to pursue her own interests and dreams. Whether it's swimming, gymnastics, or her reported desire to become a nurse, William and Catherine support her choices while ensuring she remains grounded. They aim to balance her royal identity with personal growth, giving her the tools to make meaningful decisions in the future. Through these thoughtful parenting methods, Charlotte is being raised not merely as a princess, but as a compassionate, confident, and independent young girl. Her home life encourages empathy, curiosity, and emotional awareness, creating a strong foundation for whatever path she chooses, whether that involves royal service, charity work, or a career outside the traditional expectations of royalty. William and Catherine are clearly fostering an environment where Charlotte can thrive as her own person, fully prepared to engage with the world on her own terms. If her reported ambition to become a nurse truly takes root, she will be uniquely positioned, a princess who carries on royal legacy, but also someone deeply committed to meaningful and practical work. Whether she becomes a working royal, a public servant, or chooses a different path altogether, William and Catherine's parenting is already shaping her into a person who could make a very real difference. As Charlotte continues to grow, the world will watch, but perhaps what matters most is how she grows inside. The lessons she learns now about empathy, responsibility, and choice may well define her not just as a princess of tomorrow, but as a compassionate leader, an inspiring role model, and a royal who cares. What do you think? Will Princess Charlotte be able to balance her dreams with royal life? And how will her upbringing shape the next generation of the monarchy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear them. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the following video shown on your screen. You won't want to miss it.